Peace to the 5% nation of guys and nerfs. Assalamu alaikum, alhamdulillah, rahman, tallah, true Muslim brothers and sisters out there. For all y'all that want to know, I am and have always been a part of 5% nation of guys and nerfs. I am not a Muslim. I am God body, the true living God, the Son of Man. I keep people asking, are you Muslim? Are you this? No, God, I'm God. Always will be. But check this out. Brother polite, brother polite, brother polite. You got semen on that little girl's clothes. No knives.
This guy works.
I got knives to work.
Yeah, we can. That's on my pocket.
Uh-huh.
On my pocket. Thanks, bro.
You know what I'm saying? All right, man. You got semen on that little girl's clothes. DNA evidence. Yo, y'all, I'm gonna have the court case right up here. How the judge raised his bail. But I want to know one thing. How come when these pedophiles get bail, they bail be so low? When a drug dealer get a bail, it'd be like $1 million. I want to know that. How come when a pedophile get a bail, it'd be so low, but when the scammers get a bail, it'd be $5 million? How come when these gangbangers get bails, it'd be so high, but a pedophile would get a $60,000 bail? Especially for a dude like him that got the money, they supposed to shoot that shit up. But nah, it's a conspiracy. This conspiracy. They like men that play with little girls and little boys. They do. But brother polite, your black ass is going to jail. Yo, your semen is on her clothes, bruh. Your semen is on her clothes. And when they get that video footage, you taking that to the hotel room, and you leaving out the hotel room with her, and how disheveled she looked when she left, bruh. You're gonna, bro. You're gonna have to have a chastity belt on your asshole, nigga, when you go to prison. I'm telling you, that shit is foul. It's foul, man, and nobody's not really saying nothing about it. So allegedly you doing all this shit, but the court case already said that your semen is on the girl's clothes. So before anybody tries to sue, everything I'm saying right now is allegedly. But the girl's semen is all on the girl's clothes. What kind of nigga is that, man? What kind of dude is that? You fucking with her moms. You fucking the mom, now you fucking the baby? You got that Malachi pork in you for real, bruh. You got that Malachi pork all in you, bruh. Believe it, the essence of a man is between a little girl and a little boy ass. You nasty son of a bitch. But yo, y'all listen to this shit. See this shit right here. And his lawyer, any lawyer that defends a pedophile nigga like this, the way he's defending, I don't give a fuck how good of a lawyer you are. Man, I can't take a case like this. Especially when I know the motherfucker's guilty. Your semen is on her clothes, bruh. The semen's all over her clothes. Right there, that's enough right there. Yo, bruh. And then you making these threats on YouTube, on Instagram, bruh. I'm not worried about you doing to me, bro. You can shoot. Yo, bruh, it's freedom of speech, nigga. I can say what the fuck I want, like you can say what the fuck you want. But I don't got my semen on a 14-year-old girl's clothes. And she's not 15, y'all, she's only 14. So everybody say, oh, she's 15. No, she's 14. You'll see what they talk about. They're about to talk about it right now. But yo, this is the King, New Jersey. This is BTBTV. We bully the bullies at, and we fucking choke these pedophiles out. Yo, salute, peace. I'm out of here.
To know after Mr. Noah is present via Zoom as well.
Morning, Judge.
All right, what is this on for? It says motion to increase bond.
Yes, Judge, I did not file a motion. So what happened in this case, Your Honor, is that this is a media case. He was arrested for punishable by life crimes. He should have been held no bond. However, this is one of those charges where the PBL comes in at the very end of the charge, and I think the clerk's office made an error, allowed him to bond out prior to seeing a bond appearance or prior to going to bond hearing. Somehow I think he was given standard bond of $21,000, $10,000 on count 1 and count 2, and then $1,000 on count 3, Judge. My issue, Judge, is that there's no stay away order on the case yet. That's why, Your Honor,
Okay, right.
asked the defendant to be present. I also am very concerned that the defendant has been essentially terrorizing the victim. I mean, the victim's 14 years old, and there's been a lot of
Since the arrest?
Since the arrest, Judge, he's been very communicative on, he's been very vocal on social media, on, there's been videos of the victim drugged by this defendant leaked online. Your Honor, on this case, we do have DNA showing that the defendant's sperm was on the victim's clothing.
Your Honor, may I ask why any of this is appropriate considering no motion has been filed?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't like being ambushed with all of this. This is.
Nor do I, Your Honor. This is entirely inappropriate.
If in fact the state was seeking a motion for pretrial detention, they should have done it. I mean,
Well,
now
Judge,
as far as
I'm
the
not
stay away
saying-
order is concerned, I can certainly do that. But I just can't go ahead with allegations from the state without giving notice to the defense. I mean, certainly I would hear it, but I can't do this in a vacuum like this. So the only thing that I know that this was reset for, which was advised to me the last time, is that the stay away order was not properly presented, and I'm ready and able to do that at this time.
Judge, you are the first appearance, Judge, regarding the information that was filed, Judge. He was charged with a total of 6 counts, Judge, and they're different. They're all different from the charges except for
Again,
one.
Your Honor, excuse me,
Well,
I have to interrupt. This is
Wait,
entirely.
hold on.
I need to-
Mr. Terrace, hold on. Let her finish. Just let her finish. I'll allow you to make your argument. Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. He has been charged with 6 counts. One of them is the same, but there's 5 additional counts, Your Honor. So Your Honor does have to set bond on those counts. And then the stay away order has to be set. I will be filing a motion to increase bond. And I understand that Your Honor does not want to be ambushed. I will file that at a later time, but I did want to put the court on notice that with regards to the other bond amounts that need to be set, Judge.
All right.
So we definitely have to address bond.
Okay, now, did you have a response, Mr. Torres, and then I will deal with the information.
Yes, Your Honor. We don't. There is no motion pending before the court. The state, no one. Our side certainly did not ask for a schedule bond. That was something that the state of Florida decided to place on this case. Those charges were higher charges, and they were downfiled. Doesn't matter that there was more charges that were listed on the information. These are downfiled charges. Mr. Nowak is out on constitutional bond. There's no motion pending before this court, and there's no need for Ms. Garcia to just ambush us with additional information that she feels the court and the media in her speak should hear. So we are entirely prepared to address the motion that's before us. Not another word needs to be said regarding a motion that's not pending before this court. We do and are prepared to address the no contact situation today.
Okay. Now, first things first. First thing I have is I have an information that's been given to me by the clerk that was filed on September 14th, which was 3 days ago. And again, I have many cases on my calendar. Has this defendant been arraigned on this information?
He has, Your
He
Honor.
has, Judge.
He has. Okay, so he has been arraigned, and I am looking at, there are a total of 6 counts. I, at this point, do not see that there are any non-bondable offenses. And there appears to be a second-degree felony for count 1, second-degree felony count 2. 3 is also second-degree, 4 second-degree, 5 is a first-degree misdemeanor, and 6 is a third-degree felony. So have all of the bonds been addressed at the time of the arraignment?
No, Judge.
No, Your Honor.
Okay, well, that's what we need to do as far as that is concerned. And I will, what was he out on previously? Let's just start with that.
He was out on count 1 and count 2 for $10,000 each, and then count 3 on the information was a misdemeanor, so that was $1,000. So right now he has a total of $21,000 bond.
Okay, so 1 and 2. So what was added in the information?
So the counts 1 through 4 are all second-degree felonies. Those were not on the information on the
We're not originally charged?
Correct. Also, Judge, count 6 is interference of custody. That one also was not charged. Count 5 was charged as count number 3 on the arrest form. So that one should stay $1,000.
So then what was the original 10,000? If you're saying that 1 through 4 was not charged and then 6 was not charged, then what was the original charges where he got the two $10,000 and then $1,000?
So the original charges was count 1 was engaging in sexual activity with a child and familiar custodial authority. That was actually a PBL, but that charge, when it's input into the arrest form, it looks like an F1. So on that count, he was given 10,000. Battery of a victim 12 to 17 years of age. That's an F1. That was another $10,000 bond. And then count 3 is count 5 on the information.
Okay. All right. So as it relates to the new information, the court is going to, on count 1, the defendant will be given a bond of $10,000. On count 2, defendant will be given a bond of $10,000. On count 3, defendant will be given a bond of $10,000. On count 4, defendant will be given a bond of $10,000. On count 5, that will be a $1,000. And count 6 will be $5,000 bond. All right, does corrections have that? Well, clerks have that as well?
Yeah, I have it.
Okay. So he is going to need to post those additional amounts. If it was $21,000 originally, it's now going to be
46.
$46,000 additional bond. That's as to that issue. Anything further on that issue? And then we're going to get to the stay away order.
So Judge, I do think it's important to note that he is a California resident. So I would ask that Your Honor consider that when setting the bonds. Are these standard bonds, Judge?
I do not know what is considered a standard bond on these, but these are the bonds that the court's going to be giving.
Okay. So no, Judge, I'll be filing a motion to increase bond due to the facts of the case. The other, in addition to the bond, Judge, it's just a stay away order I think that we need to address today.
Understood. All right, anything further from the defense as to the bonds for right now?
Your Honor, I don't see that the state has laid any grounds for why the bond amount should be increased. We
Well,
believe
we're not
that.
there yet. We're not there yet. There's no discussion right now. That's not what's before the court. The court just is setting bonds on the new counts.
These counts are downfiled. I just want to make that clear from the record, even though there's more of them.
Understood.
So but we would object to the entire bond amount increasing, considering these are downfiled charges.
Okay. Your objection is noted.
Other than that, no, Your Honor.
All right, as it relates to the stay away order, okay, so apparently these are minors. If I can have the defendant sworn.
Mr. Nowak, can you unmute yourself?
Raise your right hand. Do you swear affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, so you can put your arm down. Can you tell me your full name and your date of birth?
Michael Nope Jr., born August 10th, 1983.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, so you are currently charged under case F21 14438 with several counts involving a minor victim. And the minor victim is identified as T like Thomas, S like Sam. Do you know who that is?
Yes.
All right. Sir, you are ordered that you can have no contact with TS. And when I say no contact, that means no direct contact or indirect contact. Indirect contact includes you cannot communicate with this individual via social media. You cannot call. You cannot text. You cannot reach out to this individual or in some way attempt to communicate through a third person. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, I do.
All right, now, I will just advise you and admonish you, this means what it says. I do not know whether or not you were given any type of a stay away order, but as of right now, this stay away order is in effect, in that if you violate any terms of this stay away order, that may be grounds for your bond status, your pretrial release status to be revoked, and you will be immediately taken into custody. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, I do.
Okay, anything further on that issue from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Anything further from that issue from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right, that is all that the court has before me. Are we done?
I believe so, Judge. I just want the defendant to be aware that he should not be posting any social media posts or anything about this case, about the victim in this case. I know that there was a video of the victim leaked on social media. I'm concerned about the victim's, well-being regarding this case. So I just want to make sure that we will be filing the appropriate motions to avoid that from happening.
All right, well, just
May I
so
respond,
it's
Judge?
clear, just want both sides to know, allegations are allegations. I certainly will respond to some type of evidence shown to the court that the defendant has some. Let me hear from the defense.
Judge, I just want to make clear for the record as well that this arrest, Mr. Nowak has been compliant and has known about this investigation for far before his arrest, has come down and voluntarily submitted 2 warrants along the way because he has nothing to hide. Any allegations that the state is making about their fear that he might have been tampering or attempting to scare the alleged victim via social media, there's no order saying that he is not allowed to use social media. And I also would like to make clear that it took the state till 4:56 p.m. on the night before the arraignment to file an information here, and a reduced one. If they were so scared, they had ample opportunity to file to do so. So I don't believe that Your Honor has taken into consideration any of the arguments that they've put forth regarding why they believe bond should be increased, because that's inappropriate.
We're not there. I'm not even entertaining it. So let's not even, I don't even want to hear anything about it because nothing's before me as to an increase.
Well, Your Honor has the ability to set the additional counts at ROR.
Well, I'm not. I can tell you I'm not. Based upon, the only thing I have in front of me is an information. That's what I've decided as far as the bond is concerned. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
Well, we would object to Your Honor taking into consideration any of the statements made by Ms. Garcia in reaching that determination.
Okay. Now, however, I do need to just advise Mr. Nowak, based upon some of the arguments. I don't know what is out there that has been posted, but I will advise Mr. Nowak that if in fact there is evidence shown to the court that you have somehow been responsible for submitting some type of social media involving this victim, you may have a First Amendment right, but it is limited. And if the state can show that this was done with some type of intent to either harass or intimidate a witness, that's serious. So just keep that in mind. You certainly have a First Amendment right, but if you do something that somehow is intended to intimidate this witness, then the court will listen to what the allegations are and what evidence the state has presented. I think that can be the last word on this matter. I have a December 3rd report date. No, what is that on for?
I believe that was just for the status, Your Honor, case disposition, regular.
Okay,
course.
perfect. All right, as of right now, that's the next date that we have on this case, okay? Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Judge.